Did I just chase down the ice cream man in my neighborhood? Yes. Yes, I did. Why is the ice cream man rolling by on a Monday at 11:30-ish while school is in session? I feel like it was just for me. One of the perks of being grown is I didn't just have to choose one ice cream. I got 3 ice creams. I wanted the strawberry shortcake. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Had to get a Tweety Bird, and I'm excited to see how disheveled this Tweety Bird is going to be. You know what I'm talking about. And then I got the red 2-ball screwball. I'm very excited. I'm going to have those later. One more thing before we get started. Look. Hummingbird Straws custom made this owl for me. Y'all, look how far the eyes stick out. He is watching us. This is the cutest thing. So they have this little owl, but I love the bent straws, and I have to have like the extra long straw for my Yeti here. Does he need it showcased? He's so cute. If I disappear for a second, it's because I'm chatting with Ben. We are trying to catch up on these emails. Here, it's out of control. We're using this palette again. This palette honestly wowed me. I want to do this vibe, a little bit of this vibe, something more neutrally and smoky. Neutrally. We're just inventing words on a Monday. Y'all, we're starting with eyeshadow base. What's new? I'll tell you what's new. We have a discount code now. This is the discount code for Clean Canvas. We're all gonna have Clean Canvas now. I'm so excited to share that. Now get ready to learn something already. So most of us would look at this and go, whoa, that could never go in my crease. But what I want you to know, we're going to learn about eyeshadows. Just hang on now, but put on your makeup seatbelt. Let me show you the difference. So I'm going to swatch this color. This is the one we're going to put in our crease. I know, you're thinking, whoa, that's a shimmer. A shimmer would never go in the crease. But what this is this is actually a matte eyeshadow with a ton of sparkly flecks. See how matte that is? And it's really cool in the crease. So the reason we most of the time do not gravitate towards shimmers or satins is because they can sometimes show texture on the eyelid, but this is already there. And you can see that it's just a very smooth matte, but with some pizzazz. And that pizzazz in the crease actually is just kind of gonna dance and brighten, but it's still a matte eyeshadow. So a good way to test that is when the light isn't really hitting it, you can see that it's a matte. Now when the light hits it, we're razzle-dazzling. I will say these are some of the most razzle-dazzle shadows I've ever seen, and I love that. But just kind of go test out your shimmers and kind of see where they're at. I forgot to tell you the name of the palette. I got too excited because honestly, this is just my dream palette. It's very spicy price, but the quality on these is another level. This is definitely right there with my most high-end palettes, if not just a little ring above my most high-end palettes. And I have truly fallen in love with this palette. So really quickly, let me kind of show you. This would be a true shimmer. This is shimmer all the way through. There's no matte in here whatsoever. You have to think about bases of eyeshadow. So you can see there. You can see that this, look at that, matte, and then that is always going to be shimmery. I hope that helps. So now let's grab this shade. I'm gonna grab it on one side of the brush. You'll see it right there. Flip that towards the ceiling. I teach this quite a bit. So remember, the product side is towards the ceiling, and I'm just going to press it into the socket. You can look down and do this, look right into the mirror. And I'm just kind of rolling this back and forth. I'm gonna grab some more and just kind of keep building it up that way. Gosh, this color is gorgeous. Oh, so pretty. Oh my goodness. I love y'all so much. Now I'm just gonna take the side of the brush, and I wiped it off on Sheila. So now I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna start to transition. All I'm doing is I'm tapping right above here, right there. And you can already see that transition kind of come to life there. It takes a second, but you have a lot more control than swiping. Look at that. And also, with these kind of smoky looks, it's really best to trust the process. This makes me so happy for Queen Cosmetics. I am over the moon for you, Ellie. I love you so much. I wanted to show it to y'all. So it's about Lizzo wearing the glosses. Unfortunately, they didn't mention me, but it's all about Ellie, and that warms my heart. So cool. Now let's grab a smaller brush. Whoo, I'm excited. And we're gonna grab the black shade here, and I'm gonna grab quite a bit of it. And I want you to notice that this is actually on the tip of the brush. So I'm gonna take that and just kind of deepen the socket, but we want a lot more control. I don't want this to migrate. Migrate, we were talking about birds yesterday. So let's go ahead and just push that into the socket. So I'm actually gonna take some more of that black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to shade right through here. Now we're still gonna have fun with that shimmer, but we need this matte black here to really define. I'm feeling spicy. Let's carve out the lid. I'm gonna use a C30 for this. And if you'll notice, I'm kind of just placing it right now. The color we're gonna use is going to be rather dark, so we're not gonna have to worry about this being the most precise line, but I do wanna kind of clean up this space a little bit. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually placing this base here. And the reason why is later we're gonna do a wing from underneath and not on top. So I'm gonna put a little bit of base there. Please trust the process. This, oh my gosh, we're obviously not done. We're gonna grab this shade on a C30, your fingertip it better. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm just going to press it and pull it into that eyeshadow base. These shimmers, they honestly just leave me speechless. I'm gonna pick more of that shade up and just kind of continue. I'm gonna tap it into that black matte shadow, but not all the way over. I don't know if you can see this. Oh yeah, you can see the sparkles. This is the Lancome pencil, and we're gonna run this through our waterline. Let's pop on a lash. These are actually a collab with my friend Louis, and he is an amazing makeup artist. I'm gonna tag him. And I need all of you to go look at his work, honestly. Inspiration. So I actually want to do a little bit more full coverage vibe. So I'm going to grab this Cover FX cream foundation. And honestly, I talk about Cover FX quite a bit, and what I'm always talking about, why are they not hyped up more? This is honestly the cream foundation. There's so many shades. The formula, if you want full coverage, which in the little bit cooler month, I like my full coverage vibes. So check this out. That's all I can say is please just go check out Cover FX. You're gonna be so surprised. So what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of making sure it's really even on the skin before we go in with our brush. If I was just to go in with my brush, we might get a clump here and then it wouldn't apply it evenly. Let's just watch the C41 melt this in. Back in stock, by the way. And see how even that is on the brush now? And we could build this up if we wanted to. I think this might be enough because we're still gonna do concealer, but if you're really, really wanting full coverage, I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on this cream foundation. Actually, I started using the smaller brush and I was just kind of grabbing some here. I have it scooped out on the back of my hand. I'm just grabbing a little bit here. And I'm actually just going to tap this in around here in these little bit harder to reach areas. And then I'm actually just gonna use this as concealer. But what you are gonna see me do is this is gonna look absolutely terrifying for a second, but we need that there for what we're about to do. So we're just gonna tap a little bit through there. And again, I'm just grabbing this and I'm just going to use it as concealer because it's that full coverage. And we're gonna set it like we normally do. But it's so thin and pigmented. Also, very quickly, I don't want you to feel like you need to run out and buy everything. I always want to preface it, and I should preface things by saying if you're in the market for. So in the cooler months, I normally get a new full coverage foundation. So if you already have one, stick to what you have if it's working. But if you're thinking, I'm looking for a new full coverage foundation, I love this one, and I love Estee Lauder Double Wear. Now, I have really been enjoying this, I don't even know what's on here, the House Labs powder. What I'm doing is I'm actually tapping that in right before I go in with the powder to make sure it's nice and smooth. Look at how pretty that is. Look at how pretty the foundation is underneath my eye. No, it's not going to crease. It's just about skin prep, and it's definitely how you set it. By the way, I'm just setting the center. I'm not going to set the outer perimeter because I might use some cream bronzers. So I haven't used this in 100 years, and I actually really like this. I didn't care for the powder, but this is really pretty. And since this eye is going to get even more spicy here in a second, I just want a really light bronze on the outer perimeter of my face. And again, this is why we didn't set it, because we're still using cream products on the outer perimeter. You know, I just love these blushes. I always go back to them. Oh, look how pretty that color is. This is the shade Rose Ritual, and these are from She Glam, so they're really affordable. Packaging's so cool. I'm actually still using that same C41. That C41 is working today. But look at how that just melts in. Also, I like how this is kind of matching this undertone a little bit. That's so pretty. Remember the long comb pencil? Let's start at a wing from underneath, and that's why I have the eyeshadow base here. So we'll just kind of draw it like this, bring it over this way, real spicy. Then we're gonna grab the black eyeshadow again on an E26 and just kind of extend it and smudge it out underneath here. The smaller the brush, the less fallout. Black eyeshadow, no matter what black eyeshadow it is, it can get feral. So just pick up a tiny amount on a very tiny brush. And it might take a little bit longer, but you know it takes longer cleaning something up. And then I grabbed this shade on the tip of the brush. And then we're just gonna apply it through here. Little Jean Beans, no words. For lips, we're just gonna grab this lip pencil. This one's also by Mario. And I'm just going to do this in gloss. I wanna see this line blended, but I want it to be a little wild. So I really want to keep the inside of the lips super defined, so I have micellar water here. This is just a look, it's just for fun. I want it super defined, and this is a really good way to do it. This gloss, that color, that texture, this is a spicy little number. It's giving Clinique Black Honey, but I don't know, spicier. Okay, I'm gonna go take some more photos because I've been posting the photos to Pinterest, and I'm going to get a video of it, and then I'm gonna wash it off and film a bunch more. I want to review the Patrick Ta foundation. I still haven't tried that, so I have a lot to do today, a lot to catch up on. Luckily, I really like makeup. It feels so good to be back. I love y'all so much. I'm back. Tutorials are happening. I'm not going nowhere. Tutorials every day. Whenever I do a super wild, spicy look like this, I'll do something a lot more wearable tomorrow. I make sure I include everyone, so I better not have one DM going, all you do is spicy looks. I don't want to see that DM. Go check my saved highlights. This is a happy place for everyone, and everyone is included. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the comments tonight.